People, what it do? Come on in. Come on in. I need a quick minute of your time. I'm going to see if my crew is going to come on in. Come on in, crew. What it do? 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 Let me know if y'all can see me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I want to make sure that everything is loud and clear as we get ready. I just need a few minutes of your time. What to do? All right. I just saw Shim on here. Shim, did you work out this morning? I just finished working out. And so I'm waiting for my crew to come in. Look, if you guys have not texted me on my brand new number, I need you to do that. My crew is growing by leaps and bounds. I think yesterday we started off with about 30 people. Now we're up to 140 people. I'm trying to get 1,000 people connected to me via my community, via my phone number. I'm about to put my phone number up here real quick. So if you want to text me, go ahead and do me a favor and text me at 770-809-6932. You can connect to me personally. All right. Text me at 770-809-6932. This is not a Google Voice number. All right. So this ain't nothing like that. This is a real community. This is a phone number that I'm giving you. You can connect directly to me. We can talk. We can text. I can send you resources. You can ask questions. I won't always be able to answer back immediately. All right. Because some of y'all texting me a lot. I won't be able to answer back immediately all the time. I'm traveling, I'm creating stuff, I'm working, I'm doing stuff. But as soon as I can respond, I'm going to respond. I just text my crew and told them to join me online. So I'm hoping that they come on. Okay. I see you. They coming on in. They coming on in. They coming on in. It's good to see y'all. Good morning. Let me just say what's up to y'all real quick. Look, I just finished working out. Okay, Shim said he work out in the afternoon. Bet. I try to get my workout early in the morning because by the end of the day, I'm tired. But you don't start working out until you're tired. Y'all get that, right? All right. That's a principle that I learned in martial arts, that your body doesn't start changing. Your body doesn't start transforming. Let's take it a step further. Your mind and your heart don't start growing, don't start expanding, don't start transforming until you are tired. All right. When you are tired, that's a very sensitive position to be in because your guards are let down. When you're tired, it's hard to fight thoughts in your mind, feelings in your heart. This is why whenever you're tired, you want to be in a safe, comfortable, productive environment, because when you are tired, your soul is open, your heart is open, your mind is open, and anything can get inside. Y'all, look, I ain't trying to teach, I ain't trying to preach too soon. I got something for y'all. All right, real quick. If you deal with anxiety, I need you to let me know that I'm talking to the right people. If you deal with anxiety, can you just type in the chat, it's me, or it's me. I deal with it. Can you just type in the chat real quick if you deal with anxiety? Because this particular message, this particular lesson that I'm going to give you is going to take all of 10 to 15 minutes. But this particular lesson is about those that deal with anxiety. I used to be stricken with anxiety. Hear me. Anxiety used to paralyze me until I couldn't get out of the bed. I didn't want to leave the house. I hated crowds. I hated pressure. I hated demand. I hated the stage. I hated my moment. I hated an opportunity. I hated open doors. It's not that I wasn't gifted. It's not that I wasn't anointed. But every time there was an opportunity, the opportunity would instigate, agitate, and activate anxiety. I felt the pressure of the moment to the point that I started to not want the moment. Even though I was gifted, even though I was talented, even though I was anointed, I started to not want the moment because of the anxiety that came with the moment. As a matter of fact, the anxiety that I related to the moment. Because if you deal with anxiety a lot, every time that there's a significant moment and anxiety arises, you begin to correlate the moment with anxiety and anxiety with the moment. You will feel anxiety and you will feel like something is about to happen, which is not always true. And when something is about to happen, you will feel anxiety because you correlate or you connect anxiety with a moment of pressure, or a moment of pressure with anxiety. Today, God is going to separate the two. All right. I'm going to give you 3 ways to kill chronic anxiety. And I want to make sure that you are here ready for this lesson. Do me a favor, go ahead and like this. Y'all ain't liked it yet. All right. We got over 70 people on here and we got only 14 likes. I need you to go ahead and like this. I need you to go ahead and share this. And if you can do the work of an evangelist, if you are full-hearted, if you're not stingy with the revelation, do me a favor and go ahead and share this with somebody you know deals with anxiety, fear, somebody that deals with procrastination, hesitation. If there is anybody in your life that deals with anxiety, I want y'all to tag them real quick. All right, tag them real quick. All right, I'm gonna take a quick swig. Now, this is not a commercial. I'm not promoting this, but this is one of my favorite like fruit juices and smoothies and stuff. Y'all see this? I know y'all, I'm sure y'all have had this before, but this right here, after a good workout, all right, before I get my breakfast and stuff like that, look at this. All right, look right here. Right here. All right, so this is my naked juice, my blue machine. Hey, first of all, I'm a consistency guy. When I say consistency, I'm talking about the consistency of my smoothie. I don't like chunks. I don't like big blobs and gobs of goo. Like if I'm gonna drink a smoothie, that thing needs to be filtered a few times. I don't want no pulp. I hate pulp. I know some of y'all like pulp. All right. I hate pulp. I can't stand pulp. I can't stand pulp. I need it smooth. I need it super cold. I kind of want to put some ice in this. As a matter of fact, give me a second. I'm gonna put some ice in my smoothie. Yes, I pray y'all doing good, man. I pray y'all are doing good. I pray you got up. I got up, did me some exercise, worshiped. I worshiped, did me some exercise. And now I'm ready to rock and roll. Preparing to go to Chicago. My sister, Tantalea Walters, has neology this weekend. We're going to go and support her. I'm going to be teaching on the might of Miriam. I'm going to be teaching on the power of prophetic actions, especially within intercession. It's going to be dope. It's going to be dope. Remember, whenever you pray, couple your prayer with physical movement. All right. Physical movements have prophetic meaning and they make ripple effects in the spiritual world. This is why we lift our hands. This is why we clap our hands. This is why we bow, we lay prostrate. Even though it's a physical action, it does have spiritual ramifications. And so I'm going to be teaching on that at Neology. It's going to be dope. Let me take a swig of this real quick. Woo! Awesome. I do like the green machine. I do like the green machine. All right. So look, I'm not going to belabor the point. I asked for a few minutes of your time and I'm going to be faithful and I'm going to be honest with that request. All right. So most of the prophetic people I know, most of the influencers, the creatives, anybody that carries a measure of pressure, one of the things that I've noticed is that regardless of how much money they have, regardless of their relational status, their social status, there are people that are phenomenally gifted people, but they deal with anxiety. All right. They deal with anxiety. And it was a struggle for me. It was something that in my past, I dealt with depression. I dealt with fear. I dealt with anxiety, insecurity, low self-esteem. I dealt with these things, even though I was phenomenally gifted. And that's kind of hard. That's a dichotomy for you to be able to admit how gifted and anointed you are, but at the same time, be able to recognize your flaw, your weakness, your insecurity, so forth and so on. So for me, I always knew God had something great on my life, but there was literally a struggle. I mean, a wrestling match. When I was dealing with depression, I could hardly get out of bed. I hated myself. Those were the dominant thoughts in my mind. You ain't this, you ain't that, you ain't never gonna be this, you ain't never gonna be that. There's so many more gifted people, there's so many more popular people, there's so many more important people, yada, 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 right? And it would paralyze my purpose to the point that I was immobile. I couldn't move, I couldn't do anything. And when you're in that season, you have motion, no movement. You have motion, but no progression. You're doing a lot of stuff, but it doesn't feel like you're getting anywhere. And the Lord wants you to move. The Lord wants you to not just have movement, but the Lord wants you to progress and advance, for you to go from faith to faith, from glory to glory, from atom to atom, from dominion to dominion, from density to density, from strength to strength, from intelligence to intelligence. I got bars. Hear me. And each one of those are a message within itself that we ain't got time to teach on. All right. But God wants you to continually come up higher. The book of Revelation, who shall ascend into the hill of the Lord, but them who have clean hands and a pure heart. It is always God's intent that you not stay on the level that you are currently on, even though the level that you are currently on has lessons, has meaning, has revelation, has nutrients, and you're supposed to eat all of the nutrients on that level. But after that, remember, every level has an expiration date. And after you have completed all the assignments on that level, it's time for you to upgrade. And for many of you, you are on the cusp of your next level. You should be upgrading, but you're anxious. You're afraid. You don't move quickly because you're afraid of the ramifications or the rejection. And your anxiety has your assignment locked up. Your anxiety has your assignment held hostage. And today, you are going to get free. So if you know I'm talking to you, can you just type real quick? He talking to me. He talking to me. He's talking to me. He's talking to me. Come on. Let me know that I'm talking to you. It's good to see y'all. Let me give a shout out to a few people because I see y'all. I see y'all are giving. Carla, I got your seed. I got your seed. Thank you so much, Carla, for all of my crew that's joining that got my phone number. What it do? What it do? It's good to see y'all. It's good to see y'all. It's good to see y'all. Hey, if you have not connected with me yet, if you have not connected with me yet via my phone number, do that right now. You can go ahead and text it. I already sent out some messages today, so if you didn't get that, you'll get the next message that I send out. I'm not gonna oversaturate you guys, but I do want to have direct connection so that when I need you, you need me. We have a mode of communication. I was able to text my crew this morning and let them know, hey, I'm going live, and now they are joining me live. See, that's what I need from y'all. All right, that is what I need from y'all. And so, if you want to be a part of my exclusive community, all right, I want you to go ahead and text the number on the screen, 770-809-6932. One more time, that is 770-809-6932. All right. What it do? It's good to see all of y'all. Thank you. I see y'all joining. I see y'all texting me. All right. So, how do you deal with anxiety? There are three things that I want to give you that I believe will kill chronic anxiety. Now, it doesn't mean that it's going to eliminate anxiety altogether. Some anxiety is good, all right? Some anxiety is prophetic. There are times that you are on the cusp of something new, and you will begin to feel a little bit of a tingle in your heart, in your mind, and that is okay, all right? Nervousness lets you know that you are alive and that you have adequately assessed the significance of the moment. I need y'all to write that down. Nervousness means you are alive and that you have adequately assessed the significance of the moment. I'm going to say it again. That is so good. All right. Nervousness means that number one, you are alive. And then number two, that you have adequately assessed the significance of the moment. When you are nervous, it just means that you understand that the moment is important, but you don't want the nervousness to slide you into anxiousness. The scripture says, be anxious for nothing. So anytime your heart is anxious, you have to steady your heart. This is what Jesus said. Jesus said, trouble not yourselves, or trouble not your heart. So many times you have to guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it flows the issues of life. If your heart is anxious, everything that comes out of it, watch me, will be out of God's timing. And this is the first thing that we must understand in order to deal with chronic anxiety. All right, 3 things real quick. I want you to write it down. Number 1, in order to deal with chronic anxiety, number 1, you have to trust God's timing. I need y'all to write that down. Whoo! Y'all, hear me. That's not easy. You have to trust God's timing. I know some of y'all got your own timeline. When I'm 40, I'm going to do this. And when I'm 30, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be married by 25. Now you're 27 and you're anxious. Come on now. Come on. All right. I'm going to be a millionaire by I'm 35. You 37 and you still 1,000 there. And you're a little anxious. Lord, is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? I don't know. You know, like you're starting to develop fear. You're starting to develop bitterness. You're starting to develop regret because you're not trusting in God's timing. The first thing that you must do to deal with anxiety is to trust God's timing. Do y'all remember Acts chapter 1? Just write it down, Acts chapter 1. The scripture says that the disciples were asking Jesus, when will you restore the kingdom of God to Israel? And what did Jesus say? Jesus said, it is not for you to know the times which the Lord has put in his own hand. See, God takes your time, puts it in his hand, and then he closes his hand. All right. And you don't get his hand without going after his heart. No. He don't give you blessings without you going after his heart. So he takes all of your times, puts them in his hands, and then he closes his hand. Why? Because all of your times are controlled by God. All of your times are protected by God. All of your times are guarded by God. You gotta let God put his time in his hand. Your time. You got to let God put your time in his hand. Let him close his hand. And he don't open his hand until he opens your heart. This is why you have to go after the heart of God. And then God will give you the anointing of the sons of Issachar so that you can know and understand the times. Are you following me? So the key to opening his hand is to enter his heart. And all of our times are in the hand of God. So this is what he said in Acts chapter 1. He said, it is not for you to know. There are some things it's not for you to know. When? It's not for you to know. See, some of y'all like prophecy, but from a witchcraft area in your heart. Come on, can we be honest? Some of y'all like prophecy, but it's so that you can deal with the fear or the anxiousness of not knowing. You don't want to make a move until you get a prophetic word because you don't want to walk by faith. And that lack of faith is actually causing anxiety. Because remember, anxiety is caused by a lack of trust in God. Trust is the word faith. Faith is the word pistis. It means trust. So when we say faith, we're not talking about your ability to get a thing. We're talking about your ability to believe the one who spoke the thing. Man, this is too good, y'all. This is too good. If y'all are following this, I need y'all to like this, all right? Because this is good. I need you to like it. I need you to share it. And I need you to do me a favor and go ahead and tag somebody that needs this word. Let me just make sure I shout out Nelson. I got your seed. Thank you so much for sowing. I really appreciate it. Marissa, I got your seed. Girl, you sow every day. I really appreciate you supporting me. You are a true daughter. I really appreciate it. All right. So number 1, you have to trust the timing of God. All right. There are some things, it don't matter how much you pray. It don't matter how many prophets you got in your life. God will not reveal it to you because he desires that you walk by faith and not by sight. So number 1, you got to trust the timing of the Lord. And this has to be a dominant prayer. Like, Father, I trust your timing. Father, I thank you for your timing down to the hour, the minute, the nanosecond. I thank you that you are sovereign and strategic in all of your ways and in all of your moments, in all of your minutes. Father, I trust your timing. I thank you for your timing. Your timing is sovereign. Your timing is strategic. Your timing is eternal. Your timing is amazing. Father, I thank you for your timing. You are a God of timing. You are not bound by time, but time is bound by you. Father, I thank you that you created time for my favor. I thank you that you created time for my maturation, for my glorification, and for my success. Father, I thank you that you created time to work for me and not work against me. Father, I thank you for your time and your timing. You got to say that. You got to say, Father, I thank you for Chronos time and Kairos time, seasons and days. I thank you for your time. Thank God for time. Anytime you feel like you've missed a moment, thank God for time. Anytime you feel like you've squandered an opportunity, thank God for time, because he is a God of timing. So that's number one. Number one, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. All right. Number one, you have to trust God's timing. All right. You have to trust God's timing. Number two, now, when we're dealing with timing, one of the things that we have to understand, look, this is something that the Lord showed me and it freed me up. It freed me up. Number one, when you are, now I'm going to say this in a few ways. I want to say when you're arrogant, but I'm being facetious when I say that. When you are confident about your ability, come on, man, y'all got to hear me. Listen to what I'm about to say. When you are confident in your ability, you don't compare yourself to people on your level. Jesus. All right, I'm going to say this again. I need y'all to hear me. All right. When you are confident in your ability, you don't compare yourself to people on your level. Have you ever noticed that? You might be new in the game, but because you know how gifted you are, you compare yourself to people that's been doing it for 20 years. Is that anybody else but me? Is that anybody else but me? And when you are comparing yourself to people that's been doing it for 20 years, hear me, anxiety will be produced because you will feel the pressure of doing now what it took people 20 years to do. You will feel the pressure of doing tomorrow what it took somebody 15 years to build. Am I the only one? Come on, I need y'all to be honest. Is that just me? When you are confident in your ability, you don't compare yourself to people on your level. You compare yourself to people way above you, and it creates the tension of promotion. It creates the tension. All right, now I'm saying that to say that the second law, 3 ways to kill chronic anxiety. Number one, trust God's timing. Number two, don't compare your journey with the journey of anybody else. Come on, I need to take a drink. I need y'all to write that down. Did you hear what I said? You cannot compare your journey to somebody else's. When you are gifted, when you are anointed, when you are confident in your ability, you don't compare yourself. As a matter of fact, you don't measure yourself. You don't compete with people on your level. You compete with people that's been doing it for 20 years, for 30 years. And the problem with that is that you begin to develop unrealistic expectations about your time and your timing and your timeline. I'm going to say it again. When you compare yourself to people that are further along, then you start to confuse God's timeline in your life. So this is what the Lord did for me. I was getting so mad, man, because I was seeing people who had churches of 10,000 and 5,000 and 3,000. And here I am with my church of a few hundred, 600 and all this different kind of stuff. And the Lord has been doing great things. Our church is growing. If everybody came on one Sunday, we probably have a few thousand people. I don't know. But you know how people are. But and then it's like, a lot of times a church grows to the size of the building. That's why I want a new building. But there were times that I was like, how did this person got 3,000 people and they ain't preaching nothing? How did this person got 5,000 people and they ain't preaching nothing? I'm like, Lord, I know I'm gifted. I know I'm called. But the Lord said, hear me, those are your upperclassmen. I need y'all to follow me. Come on now. The Lord said to me, he said, those are your upperclassmen. They've been doing it longer than you. Uh-oh. He said, they've been doing it longer than you. They've been serving longer than you. So how would I be a just God by skipping over their faithfulness and going directly to you? You're in 9th grade. They're in 12th grade. So they're going to graduate first. Y'all ain't preaching. Jesus. Look, if this is helping anybody, I need y'all to sow something in the Cash App. This is not a moment of vague and benign impartation. No, we are interacting this morning. This is a spiritual conversation, and I believe that the Lord is doing something in your heart. And if this is resonating with you, I need you to sow, all right? I need you to give something, because I believe that sacrifice opens the valves or the veins of impartation, and you get more when you sow into a moment or sow into a thing. But I need y'all to receive this, all right? Some of you are comparing your journey with people that have been doing it 10 times longer, 3 times longer, 4 times longer, and you're expecting their results, which is a great thing, but it does cause anxiety. It's great to compete with people that are not on your level, but people that are way above you, because it gives you a higher standard. That's phenomenal. It gives you an excellent standard. That's awesome, but it does cause anxiety. And anxiety is killing your ability to be content. Anxiety is killing your ability to feel satisfied. Anxiety is killing your ability to be grateful and have gratitude for what God has given you and what you have right now. So, number 2, stop comparing your journey with the journey of anybody else. We got to go to number 3, and I'm going to let y'all go. Number 3, rest. Rest. This is what I put in my notes, and I got your seed. Will Hicks, I got your seed, man of God. Thank you so much. Thank you for your seed. Alfred Simon, I love you, son. I got your seed. Thank you so much. Grace Rainey, I love you, daughter. You are so amazing. I'm praying for you. All right. Continued prayers and support, but I got your seed. Rashina, I got your seed as well. Thank you so much. If y'all haven't shared this yet, do me a favor, share this for every prophetic person, for every creative. I think that this is something that you need to know. God is going to cure you. I don't like using the word cure. God is going to heal you from chronic anxiety. Don't mean that you will never deal with anxiety. Anxiety is a part of humanity, but you will never be bound by anxiety again. You will have authority over anxiety, and you will have revelation to understand what anxiety is doing and working in your heart. So all anxiety is not bad, but you will no longer be paralyzed by anxiety. Come on, somebody say amen. All right. So number 1, trust God's timing. Number 2, stop comparing your journey, your timeline, all right? Your timeline with the timeline of somebody else. The Lord spoke to me and said, Brian, don't be jealous of upperclassmen. These are people that went before you. Just because they're younger doesn't mean that they haven't been doing it longer. And sometimes just because they're older don't mean that they've been doing it longer, right? So you cannot take age into account, natural age. You could take spiritual age into account, but you cannot take natural age into account. All right. This is not a natural thing. So sometimes you will see people promoted before you, but it's usually because they're upperclassmen. So don't compare your journey with the journey of anybody else. Lastly, y'all, we done. Number 3, rest. Now, follow me. Some of you are dealing with anxiety because you are ingesting so much stimuli, and you're not giving your heart a chance to meditate, reflect, or process the stimuli that it's already received. Let me show you what I mean. So you on social media and you getting pictures and colors and sounds and songs. All that stuff is being stored into your heart or into your mind, right? Until you process it. Unprocessed information is usually going to come out in dreams, or is going to come out in emotional constipation, emotional waste, depression, anxiety, feelings of fear, feelings of anger and agitation and bitterness. You just feel, you know, when you get home from work and you just like, because you need to unwind, you need rest. But when we say rest, we're not talking about a nap. We're talking about your ability to process the stimuli that you've just received. Watch me, before you start adding and ingesting more stimuli. Some of y'all, man, you just hear me. Some of y'all are not, I'm trying to be sensitive. Some of y'all are not obese in the natural. But when it comes to social media, when it comes to stimuli, when it comes to images and words and thoughts, if you are fat, I'm just being honest with y'all, man. You are obese. You know, like the 6,000-pound man that's like in the bed. It's like that's how you look in the spirit, because you're not working it out. You're getting information and you're not applying it. You're watching videos, but you're not creating anything. You're not taking that inspiration, turning it into the fuel of your productivity. You're just marveling at stuff, just looking. Yeah, looking. Yeah, yeah, looking. Yeah, looking. Yeah, looking. Yeah, looking. And you're getting all that stuff in you and you're not processing it. Watch me. This is why when you sleep, you still wake up tired. This is why when you try to rest, your brain is still going and your heart is still going because you resting, but you're doing it. How you think your body is going to rest when you're still throwing stimuli? How do you think your mind is going to rest when you're still ingesting stimuli? Learn to look at nothing. Learn to listen to nothing. Turn your phone down. Just know, I'm good. Don't even read. Just learn to relax. Learn to rest. So create opportunities in your day. You can turn your phone off. Create opportunities in the day where you can have some alone time and your heart has the chance to process your experiences, and that will help with chronic anxiety. All right. Number three. That's number three. So, three things that you can do to kill chronic anxiety. Trust the timing of God. Stop comparing your timeline to somebody else's timeline. And then number three, rest. Stop ingesting an inordinate amount of stimuli when you haven't processed the stuff that's already in your heart. All right. I pray that this helped you. This is going to help somebody. Before you leave, do me a favor. I need you to like this. Come on, just like it real quick. Just like it real quick. If you're on Facebook, like it real quick. If you're on YouTube, do me a favor, like and subscribe. I need you to subscribe to my YouTube channel because I go live a lot. And there's some other videos that I already got that I think may bless you. Also, if you have not downloaded the Brian Meadows app, download the Brian Meadows app. All right. Download the Brian Meadows app. You can go to the Google store, you can go to the Apple store, Apple App Store, and you can download my app. Just type in Brian Meadows not .com, but just type in Brian Meadows, all right? And you can get it. Don't forget, I got 3 brand new e-courses dropping in a few weeks, and I want to take at least 250 of y'all. I want to take y'all on this journey. I want y'all to be my personal mentees, my personal students. I want y'all to sign up for these 3 e-courses: how to study the Bible, health and safety protocols, and I even got an e-course for actors, for dancers, for singers, for poets, for motivational speakers, for preachers, and it's called Advanced Creative Performance. Now, I'm really excited about this one because I'm going to teach you stage presence. I'm going to teach you blocking, scene creation, character development. It is going to be dope, y'all. It is going to be so dope. I'm so excited. I really want y'all to take all 3. If you have the ability to take the bundle, I really want you to take the bundle. Go to brianmeadows.tv. All right, go to brianmeadows.tv. Get the bundle. With the bundle, you get all 3 of these e-courses, and I think it's going to bless you. All right, if you haven't texted me, go ahead and text me. All right, I want you to become a part of my exclusive community. Y'all, I got some sad news. I'm about to, of course, come out with an official video about this. I'm about to make an official announcement, but I got some sad news. All right. I got some sad news, but I also got some happy news. All right. I got some bad news, but I also got some good news. The bad news is I am shutting down my mentorship program. All right. All the anomalies. I know this may be the first time y'all hearing this. All right. But I am going to make an official announcement. I am going to make an official a video, and I'm going to release it in our mentorship Facebook group. But I am releasing y'all. I think that we had a great run. This past generation of mentees, we've done good, but I think that I want to change up our format. I want to change up our engagement style. I want to change up how I mentor. You know, when we first opened up our mentorship group, it was me and Jillian, and it worked for both of us. But now that I'm doing it by myself, now that my mentorship group is exclusively ran by me, I want to do some different things, man. I want to do lunches. I want to do scavenger hunts. I want to do workouts. I want to do some really, really dope stuff. And I want to just start over. So it doesn't mean that if you were in my previous mentorship group, it doesn't mean that you won't be able to be in the new one. You can join the new one, but I'm going to cancel your subscription. I'm going to give you your, not give you your money back, but I'm gonna wait till this last month is over. I'm gonna cancel everybody's subscription so you won't continue to be charged, and I'm gonna let you go. and I'm gonna start my brand new mentorship group in August. All right. So I'm gonna give you guys about a month in July to become a part of that, to sign up to become a part of that. If you want to be a part of that, it's gonna be different. It's going to be very interactive, very close, very personal. But if you want to be a part of that mentorship group, I want you to stay tuned until I release the information so you can do that. All right. I appreciate you guys. If you didn't text me, text me. If you did not get an opportunity to sow something, sow something. All right. Pray for me as I get ready to go to Chicago. I go to Chicago today. I'll come back on Saturday. Man, I'm so excited about our church. We just baptized over 30 plus people yesterday at midweek. So that was phenomenal. That was awesome. And now I'm excited. I get to close out our series on kingdom stewardship, kingdom management with a message about Jehovah Jireh this Sunday. And so if you watch online, make sure you watch online, but it is nothing like being in the building. All right. So if you are in Atlanta, join me on Sunday. 10 a.m., 325 Fulton Industrial Circle right here in Atlanta, Georgia. It is going to be insane. All right. I love y'all. I pray you are doing good. I cannot wait to see y'all on Sunday. Thank you so much for sowing your seed. Thank you so much for sowing your seed. I appreciate it. Let me give you a shout out. Denisha, I got your seed. Nasia, I got your seed. Carla, I got your seed. Lasagna, I got your seed. Ajaria, I'm gonna try to say that. I'm sorry. Ajaria, I got your seed. Lori, I got your seed. Yvette, I got your seed. Man, I appreciate y'all's support. All right. Continue to pray for me. I'm praying for you. Don't forget to kill anxiety before it kills you. I love y'all. I'll see y'all later. Be blessed, people, and have a phenomenal day.